Welcome back to my channel. I'm Wolf Dragon, and I'm very happy to have you here. Okay, so today's video is going to be about my rendezvous with an Arcturian. This happened about almost 3 years ago. It was right at the beginning of me discovering so many other things about myself consciously. I had always known that I have certain abilities because they were always there. You know, no matter where I was, I could feel all the energy around me, but I didn't know what to do with it. Didn't have any formal training, like psychic, using your psychic abilities in any way, or something like that. I know that I could always feel energy all around me. it was it feels like thick water. You know, when I move around, I can just feel it. It's just there. You know, it's like thick water, but it's like electrified. Yeah, it's really nice. It's a beautiful feeling, and over time, that feeling has become more profound, and I have felt like this beautiful energy, the ether, the force, if you will. It has communicated with me and wants me to use my abilities through it, through the ether. That's the only way I can explain it. Now, I know I got off track a little bit, but I just wanted to explain a little bit of something about myself. So I've always known that I've had these abilities, and they've always been there, like not dormant, but just not used or cultivated. You know. So this day, about 3 years ago, I wanted to meditate, and I wanted to, for lack of a better word, make contact. Um, I just wanted to know. I want to see something. I want to hear something. I want to feel something other than what I'm feeling here. So I got my mind ready, and I sat down on my sofa. I was very relaxed, and then I was focused, and off I went. It was like, whew, And when I opened my eyes, uh, this is what I saw. Yeah. So this was way. It seemed like it was way out in space, right? But the universe is just right inside of all of us. So I created the images you're going to see, but this is the closest that I could make it to what I saw. So when I opened my eyes, there's this beautiful galaxy, and it was turning slowly. It was just this low rumble. It was really beautiful, and it sounded like a giant boulder that was just like rolling slowly on gravel, like that sound. Like that's what it sounded like as it was turning. It was really beautiful, and I was mesmerized. I was like, wow, look at this galaxy. I'm like, where am I? I'm so far away from the Earth. This is what I was thinking. And then I look over to my left, and I saw two egg-shaped craft ships, vessels, and this is what they look like. And they were just right there. And again, this is to the best of my ability. This is exactly what they look like. No bolts or anything on the fuselage. They were just smooth, beautiful. No visible doors or seams or anything. They were just smooth, just the way you see them here. Yeah. So of course, then I shot over to them, and I was going towards the top one, and then all of a sudden a door opened, and someone peeked out. I didn't see exactly who it was at first, um, but there they were. The door opened, and I got really close to them, like I was going to go in, and then I think intuitively I just went down to the bottom one, and the door opened, and I went right in. And when I went in, I saw this beautiful Arcturian. Uh, she, I can see her in my mind, and she was just absolutely beautiful. The energy um, coming from her was just beautiful. It was a love like to the maximum. It was just it was like love exploded. It was so beautiful. So when I went in, here she is. Um, the images that I created are as close as I could possibly get to what she looked like. I'll describe her a little bit more. But this is what I saw. So when I went in to the to the craft, then it changed. You could see, like what you see here. There was windows. You could see outside the galaxy. You could see everything that was going on. There weren't as many instruments, but this is as close as I could get to creating what I saw. The instruments were less, but they were there. And she was tall, much taller than me, and she was just a little bit darker blue, like dark, like her head and everything was like the color of her arms or the gown that she's wearing. It was the darker and a little bit like brighter. And her eyes were big, and her mouth was really small, and she had this beautiful blue gown, but it had like more um, like a gold green, like little stripes kind of going down, sort of like the color she has on, but it was like going down. But it was I couldn't create that exactly. So when I finally got this image, I was like, yeah, this is as close as I'm gonna get to her. Yeah. And then I remember we hugged, or she came up to me and she hugged me, and it was wow. It's like indescribable. It was just a feeling of just ultimate love. Like she was so happy to see me, like she knew me. And the hug, it was so soft, and it was just ultimate and just beautiful, loving feeling. Like even being there, I felt like I was like floating. It was really beautiful. And she had this beautiful little smile, just She was just smiling, like you, like the image that you see here. It's just this little tiny smile, but it was just so profound and so powerful. And then she let me go, and I was kind of like looking around. And the last thing I saw, I looked at the panel. Here, I'll show you here. And there was a window, like I could look out, and it wasn't exactly like this, but this is as close as I could get it. And there was like a monitor and other like just very limited instruments on the side there by the window, but there was a hologram of me, like you see here, and but I was wearing something different. I think the shirt I was wearing was like a it was white button down, I think. But this is what I saw. It was a hologram of me, like there, like just chest high, and yeah, I saw that. I was like, wow. And then, boom, I was back in the sofa. Yeah, it was a very beautiful experience. And even though it seemed like it went fast, it seemed like I was there forever. Yeah, it was a really beautiful experience for me. And then after that, I was working, and all I kept thinking about was that experience, was that love, that profound love. And of course, I didn't know her name. We didn't speak. We didn't speak. We just, it was just, us like kind of getting reacquainted. That's what it felt like. And then what I would do is in the morning as I was going to work or when I had a minute before going to work, I would look up into the sky and I could feel her like she was thinking about me. Like I was thinking about her, she was thinking about me. And since I didn't have a name or anything like that, I would look up into the sky and I would say Arcturian, and it would be toward I was calling her, and and when I did that, I could feel this energy just coming down on me. It was like a thick waterfall. That's the only way I can explain it. That's how it felt, and I would be asking her questions like, "Who are you? Like, do we know each other? I can't remember you." And then this went on for oh man, this went on for like 2 weeks. Every day I would say Arcturian. I just asking very gently, like who are you? How do we know each other? And after like 2 weeks, maybe a little longer, I don't know. This was 3 years ago, so I couldn't tell you, exact times or how long, but I know it's definitely, it was more than 2 weeks. So then one day I'm I can't remember all the things that I was doing, but I know that this particular day I was then again calling calling to her and asking, who are you? I would really love to know who you are. And I was going to work, and then all of a sudden, I just heard inside, just very soft, very gentle, "I'm your mother." And and even now, I can when I say that, I can it, I can feel that. It was like I'm just like inside. I'm just like, wow, that's just beautiful. That's so beautiful to me to even know such a thing. And I was like, I then it started making me think about my mom here on Earth. She passed away some quite a number of years ago. But I kept thinking, is this my mom who was here, and now this is her? But I didn't get that feeling like she was that familiar to me, and it was a totally different feeling. Like she's familiar to me, but not like my mom here on Earth. And I'm sorry, I'm like thinking as I'm talking to try to remember all the little details. And but that feeling when she told me that, it was I was just I was very overwhelmed, but in the best way. Yeah, I really loved that that I knew this about myself. So then, of course, afterwards, I was like, who do I ask? Who do I tell? Oh my God, somebody has to tell me. I want to share this with someone. But and I did try to share. I tried to contact certain people that are on where was I? Instagram at that time, and I think through email. And of course, my emails went unanswered, and my whatever had asked on Instagram or whatever I messaged, that was never answered. You know, I guess they're very famous, and there's no way they're going to find my message when there's so many thousands and thousands of people that follow them. So for 3 years, still, I never got any kind of clarity or answers from those people that I asked. But it's okay because I knew, and I was so happy to know. And I have carried that with me, and I was like, one day I really want to share this, but I need to get more information, um, about who she is, and how does our relationship work. Like I want more. I want more of that relationship. You know, because I know my origins, my true origins. Um, so this is like it's another layer of who I am and where I'm from. So this is going to be quite an adventure, finding out more. Um, it's like you don't realize uh, how much you are a part of the universe and how much the universe is a part of you and how many things are going on, and there's so many different dimensions. And in this world, they only talk about two two different things, and that's more towards the religious perspective. There's only angels, there's only demons, and there's nothing else. And if from growing up around the church and that religious view, um, there were angels, and then there were demons or Satan, and anything else aside from those two could be aliens. That's what I hate that word. I think for me, saying aliens is very racist. I don't know. Like when I'm talking about extraterrestrials, I'm not talking about anyone here on Earth, um, because the our multi-dimensional family, because that's what they are. They have different races, different languages, uh, just like us here on Earth. So to even call them alien, it's almost like it, I feel like it's an insult. You know, they are our family. And yes, there are negative and there are positive, just like we have here. And but yeah, I don't like to use that word alien. I like to say our brothers and sisters. Multi-dimensional, interdimensional. Our inner Earth brothers and sisters. You know, because I can't see myself calling them anything else. You know, like even I don't even. I'm sorry, I keep looking up. I know that looks weird on the camera. I'm learning. I'm learning. I gotta look at the camera. Now I know when people are acting on camera, and they're making movies and everything, they're always being told, look at the camera, look at the camera, or don't look at the camera. Okay, so now I know. I'm sorry. I know when I look up and everything, it looks kind of weird. But I'm learning, and I love doing this, and I love to share. And I hope that you know me being honest and being myself will help others to free themselves and know that it's okay, to share your life. We have a great safe space here on YouTube. Yeah, there's a lot of rules and regulations and all kinds of this and that going on, but it's a place that we can go to share with each other. Okay, my brother Raw Cloud, um, he has this beautiful safe space. It's like a kingdom. You go through these beautiful large doors, and you are told, listen, you can come here and you can speak your mind, you can share your life, you can share your comments, and you know, um, and don't feel any anxiety. Don't feel judged because you're not going to be judged here. That's my brother Raw Cloud. He has done that for me. And I'm very grateful to him. So, I hope you enjoyed my video, and I hope that this part of my life touches others and encourages others to share more of themselves. So, until we fly again, have a great day or evening wherever you are. God bless.